Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so if you managed to catch the earlier crystal opening that I did, then you will have already seen that I pulled 3-star Jubilee. Right, I have taken her to rank 4 as a 3-star, so she's maxed out. I also had signature stones lying about, so currently she's already Sig 99, even though she's a champion that definitely does not need signature ability to be used properly. Right, and this video, and I want to make this perfectly clear so I don't go in the video with wrong expectations. It's not going to be me passing judgment on her. I'm not going to be trying to say these are the things that she can do, or she sucks, or she's great, or whatever else. I'm not going to be trying to judge the character, because that would be unfair. This will quite literally be the first time I'm using her. I haven't used her at all for any of the purposes. Only thing that I have done is fought against her in a event quest, and I obviously have read her abilities. Watched part of a CCP video, but when it comes to the CCP champion reviews, I personally always tend to go with Cam's on Twitter, where he lists pros and cons for the character, and I just find that to be the most accurate and reliable source of information coming out of CCP. That is not to say that there isn't a ton of valuable and interesting videos being made within the CCP, and they definitely give you a good showcase of the champion's abilities. This is going to be me ultimately trying to learn how to use her and having my first impressions. So this is uncollected event quest, first chapter, first quest. So the opponents aren't too jacked. They should be thereabouts at appropriate power level. We can see that they have twice the PI that I have, but keep in mind I have active Ouchie Masteries. I'm using Nick Fury to offset the damage for that, so hopefully that is enough and we manage to. But if I have to give her a couple of health potions, that's fair enough. And yeah, let's try and do this. So against the thing, quite evidently she does have access to slow, which is something that I will try to capitalize on, but I think it was blue, and we also need to stop at blue. Okay, so I have activated that. I had 9 prowess charges, and I think at this point I'm kind of safe. Why did I lose my power? It probably has to do with some annoying node. Okay, makes it more real. Okay, so let's trigger that unstoppable. Okay, let's trigger that unstoppable here. Or, okay, he did it. So I need to return where I was, so I need to use 3. There we go, we're blue. We activated slow, very good. Half our health is gone though. Half of our health is gone. Well, more of his health is gone though. We have slow debuff active, wonderful. Rebuilding them promises. And yeah, don't expect a brilliant gameplay here, by any means. I think I'm gonna go for level 2 now in damage phase. No, well, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. So 1 hit, no, that was slow phase, but still, we won. It's gonna take me a while, and I suspect it's gonna take every single one of you who have already acquired Jubilee or plan to do so in future to get used to those fireworks shifting. I can tell you, well, after the first fight that I have done now, it's quite jarring. It really isn't all that straightforward. You really need to try and keep an eye on or make logic. I'm sure eventually, if you do play Jubilee a lot, you just learn them without much problem. But as it is right now, it does initially seem quite intimidating. So the overall plan, I think this is going to be a decent fight for me to showcase, I suppose. For Jubilee in any longer fight, which again I'm not a particular fan of. In fact, it's a bit of a deal breaker for me in quite a few circumstances to activate level 3. And I lost my power here like a noob. I had the time, but I didn't know if I'm gonna align the fireworks. So again, that is definitely not a reflection of Jubilee, it's a reflection on me as a person who is using her. That it does seem a bit overwhelming, especially right now, but I think on the bright side, as I am doing so, slowly getting accustomed. Man, that blocked hit hurt. Hopefully this finishes the fight. Yes, there we go. So I think I'm gonna have to give her some potions, even though I do have Nick Fury. I don't think her block proficiency is all that, but she did seem to be taking quite a lot of block damage, but it's only a 3-star, it's uncollected, so let's cut her some slack. I haven't actually checked the stats, it might be just the fact that she's underranked, but let's carry on. So in this fight, again, our plan is get to level 3 quickly, and as soon as we have, we're gonna have 12 provinces passive. But yeah, for any meaningful use of Jubilee's utilities, you kind of want to get those 12 provinces, and I have a problem with that, because if you're gonna go up against like all or nothing and you want to taunt your opponent, you will not be able to build up to level 3. You're gonna have to consistently reapply and keep applying that taunt. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope this works. And you can't do that. So you can't build level 3 in a fight where you really need that taunt. And that kind of seems counterintuitive. And it's, I think, gonna be quite similar in cases where you need slow. You're gonna have to keep spamming that level 1, like, well, that slow fight against thing wasn't smooth by any means, but again, part of that could be me. So there's definitely some learning curve. Animation wise, it's sparkly, it's fun, it's interesting, but I kind of have quite high standards from that department, because I think if there's one thing that every single person can agree playing MCOC, and I know that we have different opinions about pretty much everything, and there will always be Kabam's White Knights, and there will always be players who are unsatisfied by anything Kabam does. But I think if there's one thing that can bring all the groups together, that would be the fact that the animation department is awesome. Okay, so this should do the damage, right? There we go. Decent damage, no crits though. Still kind of nearly enough. So level 2 is enough to finish this fight, so it's, or almost finished. Good to know, good to know. But yeah, the one thing that everybody I think agrees playing MCOC is that animation department is amazing in there, and this is no exception. Sparkles from fingers, X-Men 90s nostalgia. There are some small cool details. Like I heard she puts on her sunglasses after level 3, or like when she enters a surge or something like that. So that's again small extra bit that's kind of cool. So I have 9, 10 provinces right now. Let's build to 12. Let's test out some other. 3, 4. Let's see, which one is this? This is suppressed, right? So he should be getting significantly less power now. But again, the bad thing is that in order to access any of that utility, you kind of have to sacrifice all of your damage. So, I don't know. It doesn't feel too pleasant. It kind of has that Mysterio vibe in a sense, and I'm not trying to compare her to Mysterio or any other character, but it does suck that you have such a high alternative choice. Right, this should be quite interesting, because this is Dormammu, right? And I don't want debuffs to expire, and I want to finish this fight. Now, I know that she isn't a perfect champion for this, but I think there should be a way. Because she does have that taunt, and my cable has gone walkies again, so let's hope it turns back up. There we go. Right, so she should have a taunt on pink or blue. Well, pink. So I want pink fireworks. Flick Taunt, but I don't want my debuffs to expire. And in my pink fireworks, pink is suppressed, right? Yes, so his combat power is going to be reduced, and which he gets. Yeah, let's try how this is going to work out. Let's activate the pre-fight. So let's try and use her for utility. So I will not be building prowesses, which is what I want, because I don't want any debuffs to be finished so Dormammu doesn't degen me. At the same time, as I'm in this surge mode, I do want to activate Taunt, so he's more likely to throw his specials, but he doesn't want to throw them anyways. Well, that's that plan gone, and I have exited the surge. I guess in this case we're just gonna try and deal a lot of damage. A lot of damage seems like reasonable. Level 3 maybe? I can't get level 3 if I need to slow play the guy. Oh, and I got this thing. Okay, lad. So my attempt to suppress the Dormammu has failed. Only thing I can try to achieve is get wrecked. And obviously the mandatory slaps in the face, and I'm dead. Right. Not a great showcase. Not a great showcase at all. Should we give it another bash? I think I do have a couple of revives that are about to be expired. But yeah, unfortunately, this plan didn't quite work out. Partially because of my clumsiness, obviously. But yeah, I think how some of these are about to expire, or I have the coins. Okay, let's just do 140% there. Because yeah, I will have these expire in like 2 days or something. Let's get back in there. I wasn't quite happy with the way I played this, but to be fair, didn't see him not throwing it. We have the fireworks edge activated, right? We have, yes, pink fireworks. Very good. Let's go in. Let's try and suppress the guy, taunt him, but maybe second go is the way to go. Right. I'm not getting any promises, which is kind of okay, I guess. Let's activate the taunt. Fine. It's active. And I get the prowess immediately, and he doesn't care once again. Where is it special at? I'm about to lose all my power as well. It's not cool. Come on. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay, and that would have been like significant overkill. I don't know. I definitely know that this is a character that requires practice. I can tell you that much immediately. You will not pull Jubilee, take her into a quest, and start smashing everybody. I have familiarized myself quite well with her abilities, and I struggle to keep up. I struggle to notice what fireworks are active and whatnot. So yeah, okay, let's give her one potion, and let's try and beat the boss. If anything, that this should be a good chance for me to get to that level 3 and everything else, but I need to be careful of the rich get richer and missing in action. Anyways, let's try and do this, shall we? Let's try and do this. Try again. Come on, activate that level 1 so I can get a permanent armor break on me. Okay, so that sucked. that sucked. I'm faltered. That's fine. Don't care. Let's try and get him to another. Okay, so I should be able to take this. Oh, and that was not a smart idea. Okay, have falter, it's fine. Okay, see what happens here. Definitely didn't count on that armor break not applying and that special one dealing as much damage, but here we are. And I'm dead. Yeah, no, I just played this quite poorly though. I went for a chance and I missed the level 2 evade. But I'm gonna leave it here because it's quite evident to me if I want to create a decent showcase of Jubilee's abilities and do justice and give a chance to this champion, I definitely need to practice a bit more. Meanwhile, let me know, guys, what do you think of Jubilee? Is she of any interest to you, or is she just 90s nostalgia? Because nostalgia card here is quite big. For years, she has been one on top of my wish list to be added in contest, but I'm fearing more and more that it's one of those situations where either be careful what you wish for, or the fact that your heroes never quite live up to your expectations when you meet them. Might be the case here, but yeah, again, as I said, I need to put in some more work and practice. But yeah, that is it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think of Jubilee. Let me know what you think of today's video, and perhaps you have some tips. But that is it for now, and I'll catch you guys soon. See ya.